Life often presents us with moments when we feel like we are being thrown into the fiery furnace of adversity. Yet, amidst the flames, there is hope. For in these moments, God's presence shines brightest, offering us strength, protection, and victory. Sometimes God doesn't prevent us from facing pain and suffering because He's showcasing His power to those who doubt Him. When we find ourselves in the midst of pain and suffering, it's important to remember that there's a greater purpose at play. It is through our trials that we become beacons of hope, illuminating the path for others and showing the world the incredible power of faith and resilience. The story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the biblical book of Daniel is a powerful testament to the unwavering faith and miraculous intervention of God. Despite facing the threat of being thrown into the fiery furnace by King Nebuchadnezzar for refusing to bow to his image, these three men stood firm in their beliefs. God allowed them to be thrown into the fiery furnace. As they were cast into the flames, God's presence was unmistakably revealed as they were preserved from harm, and the king witnessed not 3 but 4 figures walking unharmed in the fire. This incredible display of divine protection showcased God as a God who saves, demonstrating His power and sovereignty over all circumstances. Through the trials faced by Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, we are reminded that God's plan often surpasses our understanding. Despite the seemingly dire situation they found themselves in, God allowed them to be thrown into the fire, not to harm them, but to prove a point, to show His unmatched ability to deliver His faithful followers from even the most perilous circumstances. This story serves as an inspiring reminder that even in our darkest moments, God is with us, working behind the scenes to bring about His purpose and reveal His glory. Just as He rescued Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, He continues to be our refuge and strength, guiding us through the fires of life with His unfailing love and protection. The story of Daniel and the lion's den illustrates God's unwavering protection and the power of faith in Him. When Daniel was thrown into the den of hungry lions for refusing to stop praying to his God, it seemed like certain death awaited him. God had a different plan. Despite the terrifying circumstances, Daniel's faith remained steadfast, and God shut the mouth of the lions, sparing his life. This miraculous deliverance not only saved Daniel, but also served as a powerful testament to God's faithfulness. Through Daniel's encounter, many witnessed the undeniable reality of God's protection, leading them to believe and put their trust in Him. God's purpose in allowing Daniel to face the lions was not only to demonstrate His power, but also to win souls over to Him. Those who had doubted or opposed God's existence were confronted with undeniable evidence of His presence and protection. Through this incredible display of divine intervention, even the hearts of those who had previously doubted were transformed as they came to believe in the God who saves. The story of Daniel and the lion's den serves as a powerful reminder that no matter how dire our circumstances may seem, God is always with us, ready to rescue and redeem those who put their trust in Him. The crucifixion and resurrection of Christ stand as the cornerstone of the Christian faith, embodying the ultimate sacrifice and promise of redemption. Christ felt the pain inflicted on Him and cried out in Matthew chapter 27 verse 46. About 3 in the morning, Christ cried out in a loud voice, "Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani," which means, my God, why have you forsaken me?" God's decision to allow Christ to endure the agony of the cross was a profound demonstration of His boundless love and mercy for humanity. Through Christ's death and subsequent resurrection, God revealed His power over sin and death, offering eternal life to all who believe in Him. Without Christ's sacrificial death, there will be no foundation for the Christian faith, no hope of salvation, and no assurance of life beyond the grave. In allowing Christ to suffer on the cross, God not only provided a pathway to reconciliation with Him, but also offered a message of hope and restoration to all mankind. Through Christ's triumph over death, God invites us into a relationship of grace and forgiveness, promising eternal life to all who place their faith in Him. The story of Joseph being sold into slavery is a testament to God's sovereignty and His ability to turn even the most challenging situations into opportunities for good. While being sold into slavery must have been an incredibly difficult experience for Joseph, it was part of God's greater plan to ultimately save many lives. During Joseph's time, a severe famine struck the land, threatening countless people with starvation. Because Joseph was sold into slavery and eventually rose to a position of authority in Egypt, he was able to interpret Pharaoh's dreams and prepare the nation for the impending famine. Through Joseph's wisdom and God's guidance, Egypt became a refuge during the famine, and many lives were saved. Despite the hardships Joseph faced, his story reminds us that God is always at work behind the scenes, orchestrating events for our ultimate good and the fulfillment of His purpose. Joseph's journey from slavery to prominence serves as a powerful example of how God can use even our darkest moments to bring about blessings and redemption. Just as Joseph's suffering led to the preservation of countless lives, God can transform our trials into opportunities for growth, resilience, and the manifestation of His divine plan. In the midst of challenges, let us hold on to faith, trusting that God is with us guiding us through every challenge. The journey of faith often leads us through fiery trials, where it may seem like we are being thrown into the fire by others who doubt or oppose us. Yet in these moments, God promises to walk with us through the flames and bring us out unharmed. The pain and suffering you face serve as opportunities for God to reveal His power and glory to those around you. When others witness you emerging from the fire untouched, they will recognize the strength of your faith and the greatness of God. Despite the spiritual warfare you may face, God assures you that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Instead, each battle you endure becomes a platform for God to showcase His miraculous intervention, proving Himself as the one true God and drawing souls to Himself through your testimony of unwavering faith. In the face of pain and suffering, let us hold fast to the promise that God is fighting on our behalf. Every challenge we face, every challenge we encounter is an opportunity for God to demonstrate His faithfulness and power in our lives. As we persevere through the flames, may we stand firm in the assurance that God will not only protect us, but also use our struggles to shine His light into the darkness and bring others into His loving embrace. Let us remember that God's promises are steadfast and true, even in the midst of spiritual warfare and trials. He is always with us, guiding and protecting us every step of the way. Our faith may be tested and challenges may arise, but God's love for us remains unwavering. He uses every obstacle we face as an opportunity to reveal His glory and draw others closer to Him. When you find yourselves in the midst of the fire, do not lose hope. Instead, cling to the assurance that God is working all things together for your good and His glory. Your struggles are not in vain. They are part of a greater purpose orchestrated by a loving and sovereign God. As we walk through the flames, may we be filled with courage, knowing that God is using our testimony to touch the hearts of those around us and bring them into His everlasting kingdom. Let us embrace each challenge as an opportunity to grow in faith and to shine brightly as witnesses to God's miraculous power and unfailing love. May we carry with us the assurance that God is always faithful. Through the trials and tribulations of life, He remains our steadfast anchor, guiding us with His love and leading us to triumph. Let us hold fast to the promises of God, knowing that He is the ultimate victor and that in Him we find our strength and our salvation. As we go forth, may our lives be a testimony to His grace and a symbol of hope to all those around us. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.